Actually, you know what I got to bust out
Bust out the
real
good
fast.
old Vicks Vapor Rub.
Oh, is it upside down?
Yeah,
Sure is. Vix.
this feels illegal.
Yeah, that's the stuff.
Dude.
Whew. All right. This episode is brought to you by Vicks Vapor Rub. Vicks for the win. Okay.
And
Um,
Diet Dr. Pepper,
this is Off Track Podcast.
where each episode, one brother presents a project to be reviewed by the other. Welcome to another episode of Off Track Podcast. Each episode, one of us brothers will bring a project that we love for the other one to hear for the first time and react to. We're both hip hop heads, but we bring projects from all different genres, and we include both well-known projects and more underground projects and everything in between.
Yep, it has been a little while since we have done one of these. I think the last one we did was a reaction to the J. Cole album, right?
Yeah.
So it's been a bit. So we're gonna hopefully try to get back into the groove of things here. So the album I'm gonna be bringing you today, Ella, is American Idol by Zay Lewis. A little bit of a lesser known artist, so I'm excited to bring it to you. Before we get into it though, since it has been a long little while and a lot of things have happened over the last like I don't even know how many months.
Yeah.
Let's catch up a little bit, brief overview of what we've been up to for the last few months and then we'll get into it.
So the biggest thing for me is that I graduated. So
Woo!
I am done with school and
Congrats.
thank you. And that's also why I can do this episode. I know you're still in school, so impressive that you're
All good, all good.
doing the episode, but I've got like a break of about a month, this like the month of June, and then I start work at the Boston's like public transit system
Nice. It's
at the beginning
exciting.
of July. Yeah, so very excited. Got a lot of friends like moving away and bittersweet, moment
Yeah.
saying goodbye to everyone, but also, very excited for kind of what's next. And then I guess like as a little graduation trip, Haley and I did a 3-week trip to Thailand and Indonesia. So that was a ton of fun.
Yeah, that
Did
looked awesome.
yeah, did like city in Thailand as well as beach, went to some islands. I got scuba certified.
So
Uh
sweet.
and then we went to Indonesia and did like an orangutan trek. So it
That's
was,
so
yeah,
cool.
very cool.
Yeah, the pictures looked amazing from that.
I actually have been pretty bad about like listening to the new stuff that's been dropping, but this past weekend, Vince Staples dropped an album. I don't know if you've listened
Yeah.
to it yet. Cry Baby.
I've listened to it once, but I need to
Okay.
run through it many more
Yeah.
times.
Yeah, it's really good. I've listened to it a few times. He gets political on there. I feel like he's got some good grooves on there, so definitely been on my rotation. I've also still been playing Even the Devil, Even
Even the Devil Smiles.
by IDK.
Yeah, so good.
That has been still on my like on repeat for me. I don't think we talked about this because I don't think we've done an episode since he dropped, but James Blake, his
Oh
new
my
album,
goodness.
Trying Times.
I love that album.
This year, honestly, we've gotten a lot of great music. Anyways, we can do like another episode maybe later in the year with all our favorite albums of the year because there's a ton of them. But
Yeah.
what about you? What have you been up to and what have you been listening to?
Yeah, so mostly just school. I finished up a semester and then started a new semester, just like a spring term. So I'll be finishing that up in a few weeks here. I guess like the big thing was Mia and I did a trip with her family to the Philippines in March, which was
Yeah,
like amazing. It was like that was like
it looks so
like the
cool.
trip of a lifetime is really cool. We got to see like where her family is from and everything. So that was amazing. Other than that, I don't know. It really has mostly just been school stuff.
That trip, I mean, looked amazing. I feel like for anybody visiting the Philippines is sick, but then like to have a family connection and
Yeah,
like you have like old family friends or whatever that you got to meet and like her extended family, like that's sick.
yeah. As far as what I've been listening to, you threw out a bunch of them that I have also been listening to. Malcolm Todd also dropped an album that I thought was really good.
I don't think I've listened to it yet.
I think it was last week. I don't think it was this week. The other one that we talked about on the phone the other day, the Ray album, This Music May
Yeah.
Contain Hope, is so good. It's like very like theatrical,
Yeah.
She's like narrating the whole thing, and the music is like phenomenal.
Yeah, that one is sick.
I was hoping that you hadn't listened to it because I wanted to bring it to you if you hadn't.
Unfortunately, my wife Haley
I I
loves her,
figured.
and so yeah, I
I
I
figured.
got onto it from her.
It's Been Awful by Isaiah Rashad is one that I've been listening to a lot.
That too. Yeah, that's a really good one.
And then lastly, Zay Lewis, this album that I'm about to bring you.
Okay, so it's
It's
from this year.
Yeah, so I think it
Okay.
dropped at the very beginning of this year, maybe late last year. Let me see. Yeah, so it dropped very beginning of this year and is has been one that I have just like found myself coming back to. I have actually followed Zay Lewis on Instagram for like, or maybe it was TikTok. I don't remember which one I found him on first, but for like, I want to say a couple years at least. And I never knew that he made music until like a couple months before this album dropped.
Oh wow. Why did you follow him?
I actually followed him mostly for like his political takes and like
Okay.
I think he has very interesting thoughts. He's like fairly philosophical and I don't know, I just think I was kind of captured just by that style of video because he also does that a lot. And but I guess he's also been making music for a long time. And I was watching like a few interviews and music has just been a big part of his life forever. His I saw something that his aunt helped raise like Mos Def or something. So I was
Whoa,
like
that's crazy.
to be honest, I don't know if I really know how to describe his like style or genre. He's like somewhere between like alternative rock. He does some rapping. It feels very raw, a lot of like acoustic instrumentals. And I think the subject matter is also really interesting. It's a really cool like weaving of his personal life, but also with like a lot of political themes. I think one of the reasons I keep going back to this album is just because it kind of I feel like is a good representation of like where we are as a country right now. It's a little bit chaotic, like it kind of swings back and forth between being really melodic and being kind of really hard hitting and some like grungy guitars and some rapping and singing and so it's kind of a little bit all over the place, but I think I think it's a really good album.
Sick. And I'm just looking through his Spotify. It looks like this is his like debut album. He
Yep.
dropped an EP back in 2018, I think, and then
Hmm.
has dropped some songs between then and now, but this is his first full album and he's got 18,000 or no, 13,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. So still underground.
Also, I mentioned this before we started recording, but I am like very congested still, so I apologize. And the other thing I mentioned to you already is just that I haven't been able to find the lyrics for most of these songs anywhere. So we'll kind of have to just do a good job of picking out what we're able to hear. And
Cool. It's called American Idol.
called American Idol. I think the
Sweet.
artwork's really cool. He's got like helmet on I don't know if that's a motorcycle helmet. It looks like a hot rod helmet. You know,
Yeah.
like he's about to pull a stunt with like
Yeah.
the American flag in the visor.
Yeah, like reflected.
Um,
Cool. Let's get into it.
First
Yeah.
track is called Thinking Ahead.
There we go.
Bass pumping, heart jumping, blow your mind, super fine, good time. Band stomach, bustin',
Sick.
bustin'. I just wanna hear you say it's all mine. Phone buzzing, hit the cousins, make that lady cry and they gon' do the time. Band stomach, show running. I just wanna hear you say it's all mine. I was only thinking ahead, thinking ahead. We were only thinking ahead, you know, just thinking ahead. I ain't afraid to drown, baby. I don't need a towel, baby. I was in denial, baby. Yeah, I was in denial. Hey, let me swim, it's been a while. Ay, Michael Phelps, I got a style. Yeah, that breast
Yeah.
bitch, your West Coast. Say I made love like a lesbo. I wrote
Did you say like a
lot of
lesbro?
love letters.
Maybe, I don't know.
Reincarnate, I need an umbrella. I heard you got engaged, that's engaging, you tell us. You tried to introduce me, he said, how I'm jealous, fuck the fellas. I was only thinking ahead, you know, just thinking ahead. We were only thinking ahead, you know, just thinking ahead.
So sweet.
Oh, that guitar in the background. And
I like motor pipe. I was picking stairs and catching stairs. Now all I catch is flight. Hey, where the heaters at? Hey, where the heaters at? Hey, where my fans with the hoops and the meters at? In a hoopty fucking two-piece in the passenger. I think she like me better. Please don't shoot the messenger. Man, I was only thinking ahead. Thinking ahead.
my God.
Yeah.
This like heavy marching beat.
So cool.
Okay, that was sick.
Right.
That was a dope first track.
Yeah.
That,
What
like,
do you think?
Oh, I mean, like super high energy. It got me moving. That like the like beat just like constant in the background, and then with like the like bass line that was kind of like syncopated against that. Kind of find it hard to understand some of the words.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know if it was I think sometimes he was playing around with like at the top and bottom ends of his like vocal range, which I thought was cool. Like I feel like it gave this like feeling of just like, I don't know, raw. Like you said it was like raw kind of sound. That's kind of how it felt, because he was like at the very low ends and then doing these like weird little like high vocal things as well. In the background.
There's so many cool like vocal layers going on. Like there's like random other voices in the background, like where the heat is at. At the very beginning.
Were they saying where the haters at or what? I couldn't.
It sounds like, to me it sounds more like he's saying where the heater's at, but
heaters at.
I think he is saying where the haters at, maybe. And then at the very beginning, can't remember what the voice says. It's like something about
talking about in it. Or like
that, and then there's like I want to say This Is America, but I'm thinking Childish Gambino, but it sounded like somebody said something along those lines. Of
the one line that he kept repeating was like, what was it? It's like
I was only thinking ahead.
I was only thinking ahead. Yeah. So I don't really know what that means, but there's also a verse towards the end where he was it sounded like he was talking about a relationship of some sort.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that, when he says I was only thinking ahead, if that's within the context of like relationships or if that's separate.
Yeah. And that's one of the reasons I kind of like his music, is like a lot of the times, like I kind of don't really know what he's talking about. I almost get the feeling like, because there clearly is some sort of relationship like theme going on, whether that's everything or just a part of it. It almost kind of sounds like I was only thinking ahead, like in case y'all don't work out. Like I'll be here for you, when your relationship doesn't work out or whatever.
Right.
I was just thinking ahead, just cover my bases.
Yeah. That was a really fun song. Oh, and then there was that one section, the like high guitar comes in, and he has like a sort of chanting vocal while the guitar is going, and like something about that combination was sick. I think I'm gonna give that song like a strong 8.5. right out the bat.
Okay.
Next song is Fly on the Wall.
Am I just another day wished away? Just another fly on the wall. In the end, it's all the same. What's the name? The one that made you beg, made you crawl. And you look. Good people of the third rock. Now have your attention, please.
This production is crazy.
They got you on your knees. Put the noose and a horse on a loose. A salute to the troops and a jump through the hoops in the war in the street with no sign of a truce. Put a foot up your ass if it ain't in your shoes. Iron rock on the blues. I'm a bleeding confusion. The source of confusion. A pitch black illusion. The sun with no fusion. I'm colder than nothing. I'm pop dreaming close and I ain't even here. My hair, I hit the bank and made it fucking with y'all. She said,
damn.
Sure you want this love and it can fucking with y'all. This shit got way too big round, yeah, yeah. Ballers the ball, yeah, yeah. Am I just another day? Wish away, just another fly on the road. Yeah, it's all the same. What's the name? What that made you beg, made you cry, and you look. My body made a rubber band. I bounce around the world again to work it out like brother man. Met him at the last resort, smoking good and sipping port. They told me that I can't retort. I turned around and hit record. And if you ain't a killer, call this thing saying a thriller. Now we out in Manila.
Shout out Manila.
This stuff in Manila.
Yeah. Tap dancing for Grammy?
Yeah.
They wished away just another fly on the road. In the end, it's all the same. What's the name? What that made you beg, made you crawl, and you look.
Damn.
Crazy, huh?
That was crazy. I loved like how much was going on, similar to what you said for the first song.
Yeah.
Like just all of the layers, it like gave a very chaotic energy, but like in a cool way.
Yeah. I love the like background vocals, the like they literally sound like flies. Like I don't know, high pitched like humming
Buzzing. Yeah.
of like a fly in like a cartoon or whatever.
No, that was a sick song. This one like got a lot more political. Head through a noose, got me jumping through the hoops. And he's like talking about like the government and like war and shit. Like there was a part where it sounded like referencing like getting drafted or something like that. I'd love to like. I'm definitely going to be listening to this song, digest like exactly what he's saying. That little like reggae type like guitar thing on like the upbeats was pretty interesting. And like the chord progression, there was something crazy that happened with between the first and second chords. I didn't have enough time to like digest what exactly was going on. Give me whatever you have. The first chord in that progression was like a weird like minor like out of the chord, and then it like transitions into like the rest of it, and something about it like puts you really kind of like off kilter when you're first listening, and then it like switches. So like kind of seems like that also goes along with just the entire like the message of the song, of the lyrics, the like chaotic vibe. Like I definitely see what you're saying of like how it feels, like the feeling of like America today. So anyways, I thought that was a dope song.
And like I'm trying to remember what the first line in that like the main chorus is. I think he says, "Am I just another day wasted away? Am I just another fly on the wall or something?" I don't know. Just like almost a sense of a little bit of hopelessness. But I think you're right. Like the way he resolves some of that feeling through the music, that marching feeling, and it's a combination of like a little bit of hopelessness, but then also just like we're getting through it, and just like but we're marching along.
Yeah, no, that was a dope song. I can see why it has so many plays. I'm gonna be adding it to my playlist.
Nice.
I think I'll give that like a 9 for now. Like I think
Nice.
that was a sick song, and I'm gonna definitely want to loop it back to like fully digest it. Okay, next song is called Body Slam.
I might have grazed my sunburned heart, leaning to kiss you on the first train from your house. I got an issue with the way they say your name. Let's cut to tension with a body slam. Body slam. You wanna be saying another man. You want a radio.
That bass line is sick.
Yeah.
Stage left unburned, right? Blocking numbers in my phone. Kick flipping off my life, right? I know why the cage bird sings the high note. I know why the rat stuck in the silo. I can't get the blue notes out of my head. Why I gotta think for the manic pyros? Throwing cash, throwing ass. That's your favorite, I know. Mikey Jack, while I'm riding through your city, say, American girl, you came and you changed my world. Now I got PTSD. Fuck. Now you changed the channel again. Ooh, don't touch my down. Now you changed the channel again. Somebody turn me. Good morning, Miss America. I don't even miss America. I don't even miss America. Out the cut with a bevel cut. Now my ex trying to pad me up. Not to make it about race, but she lapped me up. I've been staying on my phone, someone catch me up. I don't really got time for the bullshit, man. And hysteria. And my mom still say I should've married you. You could listen to this beat, let it carry you, but not me. Now you changed the channel again. Ooh, don't touch
I like the little.
now you changed the channel again. Jump on it, jump on it. Somebody turn me.
Such a cool bass line.
Sick. Yeah. Damn. That was sick. Yeah, the bass line, melody too.
Yeah, with like the bells.
Something about that like background melody. It also gave a similar quality that you mentioned of like a fly buzzing, but it almost felt sounded more like a kazoo, like kind of like buzzy type of sound. I don't know.
Bro, I love the kazoo. Goated instrument right there.
I don't like, again, it's a little hard to digest the lyrics on the fly without being able to read them, but
yeah,
the way that like politics and like bigger picture issues or whatever intersect with like day-to-day experiences. He had a line of like, did he say God bless America or something, or no, maybe I'm thinking that
there's like two different, there's
Staples.
one part where he does like the American girl.
Yeah.
My world.
Uh-huh.
And then he goes, good morning, Miss America. And then he goes off on like a rhyme scheme off of that.
Something about the like, especially phrasing it as like Miss America, and then he's talking about like this relationship, and then it says like not to make it about race or whatever.
Yeah.
To me, like it was making me think about like the bigger picture, like race issues that exist. But then he's like bringing that down to like kind of personifying like American culture as a woman or something.
For sure.
Anyways, I thought it was pretty interesting. Like, again, like all these songs are kind of like thought-provoking and just like making me be like, I don't know exactly what he's saying, but like it's making me think about all these different issues, making some connection.
There's like two lines. I'm trying to remember what the first one was. He says something like, I know why the rats get stuck in the silo. I know why
he referenced, I know why the caged bird sings.
Why the caged bird sings the high note.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of getting to that. Like, he's like, oh, damn, like I can see why, like, you know, like it's enticing, like to give into like the American culture, or American dream, or, you know, whatever. He's like, I could see why people get caught up in this. Also the part of, but ultimately like that there is a trap there, like it's not necessarily for your benefit.
Literally referencing like the rat race or whatever.
Right.
And also in the same like section referencing I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings by Maya Angelou. Yeah, I think I'll give that one like an 8.5 as well. Like that.
Nice.
That was groovy. Made me think. I'm definitely gonna be wanna go back to listen to all of these again. Next track number 4 is called Exit Strategy.
Hi, I think
This is like that Peggy production. Crazy.
I think I'm done hanging with all these crooks.
Very, very like Peggy-esque.
Yeah.
I love it.
Is he saying killing my ex?
It does kind of sound like that, huh?
Oh, planning my exit.
But it
That's
does
what he was
sound
saying
like
earlier. It does
Yeah,
sound
yeah.
like killing my ex though.
Which would honestly it would fit in with the theme.
Yeah.
Kind of sounds like a police car or something, like like police
Oh.
radio.
Yeah. I thought
Um,
it sounded like a little bit like the call-up internet, the dial-up internet.
Oh,
like
that
sound.
too. Yeah.
Damn, that was crazy.
I hadn't noticed that until you said it, but it does sound like he's saying "killing my ex" at some points of that, because the audio is like distorted, and honestly, on most of these tracks, it's not like super clear what he's saying, like you mentioned already.
I feel like it's a double-edged sword. Sometimes
Yeah.
it can be an intentional choice to make something ambiguous and like make it be able to have multiple meanings.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes it's just like you need better vocal production or better like articulation so that you can get your message across better. But
Yeah.
so I don't know, but this could be an example where it was like more intentional. And I had noticed earlier he was definitely saying planning my exit.
Uh-huh.
And then by the time I started sounding like killing my ex, I kind of had forgotten that's what he had been saying. But like,
Yeah.
I wonder if that was intentional. If there is like a through line through the song, then like talk in the previous song talking about
It's America. Yeah, exactly.
like there could be something there about killing my ex.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was, I mean, super chaotic. Like we already said, like very JPEG Mafia inspired like production.
Yeah.
I'm actually really curious, like who did the production, if it was him. Do you know?
I want to say he does his own production, but to be honest, I'm not positive on that.
I couldn't find the like full credits anywhere
Yeah.
easily. I do really like what he like does a lot of cool like rhythmic stuff
Yeah.
with his flow.
I was just going to mention like the topics that he's already talked about so far. Like recently, I've seen at least more people like talking about like literally leaving this country and like moving to a different place. So
Yeah.
I think whether he's talking about planning his exit like literally or figuratively, to like literally leave, the US, or to try to like leave the mindset behind and not be caught up in like the kind of culture that has gotten us here. Maybe he's talking about both. Who knows? But
Maybe the chaos of the production was think of this, but I almost thought like in a very dark way that like planning my exit like from life or something.
oh,
don't
I
know,
got
like,
you. Yeah.
But everything that you said also makes sense. Damn. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was crazy. I think I'm gonna give this one a 7.5 for now, just because it was a little hard to figure out what was going on, but like the production was very interesting. It definitely is cultivating this like vibe of like chaos. I think fits very in line with like the themes of what we've seen so far. And if there is any sort of through line, then what you said about the police vibe at the end of the track could flow into the next song, which is called Secret Police, parentheses, Conceited. Oh,
A little bit of a switch up.
yeah. Cool.
Combat khakis and tabbies, talking all kinds of shit. Hold up, register one. I think this bitch is counterfeit. Dance try at the light. Can you make a ride in the city? I don't know what's on your mind. but the way you touch your temples is pretty. And nobody knows, and nobody cares, and nobody thinks that they could be next. I guess I'm conceited, and nobody knows, nobody cares, and nobody thinks that they could be next. Maybe I'm conceited, and nobody knows, nobody cares.
I feel like this song is gonna get stuck in my head.
Yeah. This one, I love this song.
Still rinsing, but there's blood on the way. You let me for the winter, but the temperature stayed too much cue to touch, a echo malaise. Let me for the winter, but I don't. Hey, fuck, no one can hear us. Hey, no interference. Hey, show me your clearance. Hey, and both your parents.
That piano is
Hey,
so
your blood
cool.
is water.
Yeah.
Hey, you need a martyr. Hey, your sons and daughters. Okay, cool.
Nice.
And nobody knows, and nobody cares, and nobody thinks that they could be next. I guess I'm conceited, and nobody knows, nobody cares, and nobody thinks that they could be next. I guess I'm conceited. And nobody knows, and nobody cares, and nobody thinks that they could be next. So maybe I'm just conceited.
The guitar's coming in.
Bunch of like random sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I could teleport, one of the first things I'd do is teleport. How's your heart? How's your soul?
Damn, that was a vibe switch up.
Yeah,
Way,
for sure.
way more like upbeat. I think you said you're also listening to the current season of Dissect
Yes.
about Daft Punk,
Uh-huh.
which first of all, rude of them to steal our content.
I know. They're always copying the albums that we cover.
Cole, we're gonna sue your ass. No, but he said something about in a recent episode about keeping a lot of things constant, like repetition in a
Yeah,
song,
yeah.
but then like as you change, like the way having repetition allows you to then like slightly change certain things, and
Yeah.
it like hones the listener's attention on the things that are changing.
Yep.
That's kind of how I felt about this song, that like you had this like constant like same melody throughout the whole thing, constant like tempo and like beat throughout the whole thing, but
Yep.
it starts out with like, I think it's like an acoustic guitar strum, and then it slowly morphs into like the piano coming in and like a bass, and then the acoustic guitar drops out,
Yeah.
and then that morphs into the electric guitars coming in, and then eventually at the end like more and more layers start getting added in, and like random sounds in one channel or the other. Anyways, it was like pretty interesting, I thought, and like the main melody was like pretty catchy, like pretty groovy.
Yeah.
So I thought it was like a musically like pretty interesting track. The lyric, like nobody cares, nobody thinks that they could be next. I guess I'm conceited, something like that.
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah.
I also don't really know what that means. I guess like if you don't think you're conceited enough to think that you can't be next, that kind of sounds like basically you're like there's something you think that whatever something bad that happens to a lot of people like will never happen.
Right.
And so then that also makes me think, especially with the title of the track, there was a piece at there's a little chunk at the beginning of audio that was like saying like I think this is a counterfeit or something like that.
Yeah.
Which I think was the reason George Floyd was murdered, if I'm mistaken.
I think so, yeah.
With all of that context in mind, now I'm like, the upbeat nature of the song, it's like a vibe switch, but actually it kind of gives really depressing
Yeah, no,
energy if you start thinking about the lyrics. Like,
absolutely. Yeah. This one for me is like the heaviest hitting song.
yeah,
And I think Off First Listening is my favorite, and it's kind of gone back and forth between a few, but I think this one comes out as my favorite song on the album.
yeah,
That line gives me chills every time. Just the and nobody thinks that they could be next. I guess I'm conceited. Is
yeah.
just like, and the idea of secret police too, with like everything with ICE that's been going on too, is just like, damn. And like from his point of view, like there's a lot of people that don't even think about that shit, or like don't even like that's not even a threat to them. But obviously to him it is. Obviously to millions of people across the country, like that is a very, very real threat. I must be conceited thinking that, I very well could be next, because somebody thinks I'm trying to scam them at the counter, or, doing whatever.
Damn, I really liked it. I agree with you. I think this is my favorite song so far. I think maybe I'll give it a 9.5.
Yeah.
Um,
And the voices at the beginning that you're referencing, it does kind of sound like they're talking through like a police radio or whatever. And yes,
okay.
you're right. That melody does get stuck in my head all the time. Da, 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 da.
Yeah. Okay, next song is track number 6, 2021 Italian Cordano.
Might as well kill this bottle of wine. Knees is aching hollow in my heart.
It's a wine. I just looked up, and he says it.
Okay,
And I just thank the Lord for taking this time with my hands up. Yeah. I said,
There's like some like weird thing in the background, like changing pitch slightly.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like a helicopter flying over.
been so much since I let this fall like this in the liquor bowl. Dance with me, talk with me, tell me about the past, 'cause I know you've been here before. Sometime, somewhere, you and I are watching the starlight fade. Touch my face and we might as well kill this bottle of wine. Laughing about shit, it's a sign of the times. Thinking got a mother for this angel of mine. Somewhere, sometime with you.
I love that, like that sweeping. I think that's what you were talking about.
yeah, yeah.
I love that.
Honey, I don't think I can learn how to let you go. It's been 5 years since our love burned down in the St. John's liquor store. With a baby on the way. I loved you, then you loved me more. I just wasn't man enough to get things right. In the right place, wrong time, baby. I might as well kill this bottle of wine. Laughing about shit, it's a sign of the times. Thinking got a bug for this angel of mine. Somewhere, sometime. Faith is strong, you whisper to her right. I think I held you in another life. I tethered to you in a rising tide.
Damn.
I love this one too.
Well, at the beginning, I think he was saying we might as well kill this bottle of wine.
Uh-huh.
And then by the end, he says, I might as well kill this bottle of wine. It sounds like he's talking about someone who they're no longer together. they broke
Yeah.
up or whatever.
That line that I'm like curious about, where he says like, "And our love burned down in that St. John's liquor store," or like, I
Yeah.
think 6 years ago, our love burned down in that St. John's liquor store or something.
Yeah.
And I'm just curious about that. I'm like, I feel like there's got to be like a story there.
Yeah.
But like what he's talking about, I don't know.
Right.
I get the same feeling where you like don't super know what he's talking about. But then like in the context of the rest of the album, I'm like, some of these lines feel like he could be talking like slightly more political, or
Mm-hmm.
just directly talking about like a relationship, or maybe
Mm-hmm.
maybe he's talking about both,
Mm-hmm.
and using that like personified concept of Miss America in that way too.
One of the things throughout all the songs that I've really liked is like all the stuff that's happening kind of in the background of the production.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a lot of layers. And yeah, I think we had mentioned it in the song. Like this song like has this really like expansive bass that
Yeah.
comes in. And I think it sounds like they're doing something with like some of the like, I don't know, microtones or like kind of reverbs of the bass that they're
Mm-hmm.
then somehow like pitching it, and it almost sounds like I don't know even how to explain it. It almost sounded like wind, if wind was like passing past like some sort of opening, and then like the opening was like slightly changing shape to like change the pitch of the wind. Almost, anyways, that was
Yeah,
like
I see what you're saying. Yeah,
that
yeah.
was like the sound it was giving me, and I
Like
do think it
the
was,
whooshing effect of like it's
yeah.
just kind of like passing by you.
So that was sick. And then I mean they were layering in like there was like rain sounds at the end and like
Mm-hmm.
thunder, but then there was also a bunch of other just like random layers in the background. Yeah, this was a really good one. I think I'll give this one, yeah, maybe like an 8.5 again. I
Nice.
thought that's a really good one.
Okay, track number 7 is PDR/American Idol.
Gonna make me cry. Please stop.
Damn.
Please
Ooh.
don't run.
Please don't run. Is that what he
Please
said?
don't run. Yeah,
Oh, that's PDR.
yeah.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. American night. Hopes up, weapons draw. American night. Top shit, Babylon. No. Gonna make me cry. Please stop. You're gonna make me cry. Please don't.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Those sirens are in the music, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Way to dress yourself for real nice, for sure. Heard you gave your light to a burnout soul. Did they hurt you good enough to achieve that goal? Well, you're gonna make me cry. Please stop. You're gonna make me cry. Please don't.
Damn.
Look like a model, hand on the Bible, that's what it is. Gospel revival, yeah, yeah. beaters, out the nosebleeders. Ain't got no features. Dominoes on the nose. Holy Ghost, metaphors, let it go. American Idol. It's for survival, this is for the kids. Wide open on the Bible. Telling you now, that's just what it is. Rastafari.
The first part was like super soft, emotional, like,
Mhm.
and then the second part was too, especially when the transition where like his voice just started like getting louder and louder and louder, and then it like that brings in this like the second part where the beat came in and everything became a bit more like produced, because the first part was like very like acoustic and raw.
Yeah.
I mean, like the please don't run, what do you say, like I have no weapon, my stomach is soft or something.
I almost want to say I think he says I am not a weapon.
I am not a weapon. Okay.
Which I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Like first lines, and then the please don't run. The imagery of like hand on the Bible, like dealing with the police, like police brutality. Hand on the Bible, I just think of like how many times have we seen like police in a courtroom because they shot somebody, police overstepping, just like that kind of imagery is like what. And the American Idol, I don't know if he's referring to the police as the American Idol where like they can do no wrong, or if it's something else.
There's a phrase he said in the second half of the song, something about like blindly follow your leaders or something like that. The police
just following orders,
right? But then also I feel like more broadly to like the American people,
to us, right?
Yeah. I need to sit and digest it many more times, but like it makes you think about all these things that is clearly like what he's talking about. I'm just not exactly sure some of the specific. Either way, like he got us to think about it, so like I think that's the most important point
for sure.
That was a powerful one. I think I'm gonna give that like a 9.
Last track
number 8, No Time Like Tomorrow.
This is how I represent Young Zay.
Little harmonica type thing.
Oh, so glad you made it. A wise man said, that hope is overrated. Little too late, just a little bit, but I'm also glad you made it. Well, there's no time like tomorrow. Don't be afraid to borrow. Another one. You're right on time. Fuck it, then another one. I swear to God, for a while every single building looked jumpable. After 2019, every song was punchable. 2010, I was eating Lunchables. Checking out post-plot media, tits on Wikipedia. Only childhood, only ever made me needier, and the world's never been greedier. Reading you with his hand out, conspicuous lack of handouts, leads to lack of standouts. Find your house and camp out. I'm the man now, and you don't really want to be famous. Okay, where there's no time like
that sounded like Kanye right there. You don't really want to be famous.
Honestly, it feels like at this point everyone's trying to get me to give up, and I'm trying to figure out how I can comply and not be bitter. Get hyped about the sweet rind around this bitter fruit of mine that I'm supposed to swallow till my white collar is hollow and filled in by the next motherfucker who doesn't have a clue, just like me and just like you. And they say that I'm defined by the shit I do, so if I'm not doing shit, I guess I'm not shit too. Actually, fuck another hook. Dylan Brooks. No look passes from these whack ass playlists. The death of the A-listers, 21st century. If I ain't a sellout, I'ma be one eventually. Okay, that was hella pessimistic. I know the kids listening. These are my hardest bars, like a knife with the edge missing. And I guess what I'm saying is, if you got a pot, you pissing, and that's good enough. Fuck the other shit, do it for the love. And yeah, that shit is corny. If you think everything is fucking corny, fucking loser. Church say hallelujah. Find someone to do ya. Go and start a farm or something. And there's patents on the seeds now, so I hope that y'all are. I heard wise man say that hope is overrated.
Cool bass line.
Yeah.
A little too late. Just a little bit. But I'm also glad you made it. You know there's no time like tomorrow. No time like tomorrow. No time like today. No time like. Don't be afraid to borrow.
Damn.
Crazy. That's
Sounds
it.
of nature. Yeah, that was an interesting song to end off on. Again, like a kind of a more upbeat song, sounding song. Similar, was it Fly on the Wall or no? I forget.
I know you said that about Secret Police, but maybe
Okay.
you're thinking of a different one.
Oh, I think it was that one. Yeah. But then, yeah, I mean, it seemed like it was going into a lot like thoughts that you could have about like what life, what is the point of what I'm doing. Like, sounded like there were some reflections on like being an artist and don't want to be famous part, talking about like, I'm not a sellout. If I'm not a sellout, like,
but
eventually I will be, or something like that.
and then he like interrupts himself. He's like, whoa, that's hella pessimistic.
Yeah. The line at the beginning that he repeated later as well, that was like, a wise man once said, what did he say? Like, optimism is
that hope is
or
overrated.
Yeah.
And just the concept of like there's no time like tomorrow, today is just kind of an interesting thought to end off on. He says something along the lines of like trying to learn how to fit in this white collar till it's empty or something.
Yeah.
Which I thought was a interesting line too. White collar America and like learning how to like fit in the system, play the game until you're dead, and then that's it. Like,
yeah. Soon after that, he says something like, if you are what you do, then I guess I ain't shit, or something like that.
Yeah.
And it makes me think of, together with that white collar line, the way that like how much value you produce to like capitalism or whatever. Him just reflecting on like, where does like human value come from? Do I want to like sell out? Like,
yeah, one of the funny lines in that, going off of that, where he's like, yeah, it's gonna be corny if you think everything's fucking corny.
Yeah.
Trying to do something different other than like following the norm or like playing the game, you know, being a rat in the race, like we were talking about, especially like with how things are right now. Just I can like totally see that people like, yeah, dude, that guy's corny. Like he's trying to sing or whatever. He's trying to do the music thing.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, dude, everything's gonna be corny. You know, just trying to find a way of like self-expression is not a corny thing in and of itself. You just got to be like comfortable enough to find that.
Like, I think especially right now, there's like a culture of like calling everything corny. Like, you need to be nonchalant or else you're corny. Like, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Probably there's always been some level of that, of like, what is coolness? Call it different things at different times or whatever.
Not trying too hard or whatever.
I think that was a really good way to end off the album.
Yeah.
I think I'll give this one maybe like an 8.5. Consistently, like all of these songs right around there, 8.5, 9. So yeah, I mean, this was a dope album. I think I'll give it like a 8.5, 9 for the entire album.
Yeah. Did
like
you have any favorites that really stuck out to you?
Secret Police was definitely up there. Fly on the Wall was like very groovy and interesting. So probably between those two, PDR, American Idol, I thought was like the most powerful, especially with just his delivery. But musically, I think the other two were more interesting to me. The 2021 Italian Cordano, like you said, that one was also dope.
I really, really love that final stretch from Secret Police to the end, really.
Yeah.
I think I love those last four, like back to back to back to back.
Dope. Yeah, this was a really cool album. I'm definitely going to be adding this to my rotation and need to like, especially just like sit and digest. Like, I need to sit in a room, not distracted, and just like concentrate and loop this like maybe 2 or 3 times.
I still can't really put like my finger on it, but something about this album and just his music in general is like really captivating to me. I feel like I think a large part of it is the fact that like I can't pinpoint exactly what he's talking about all the time. And so every time I listen to it, I kind of get something different out of it.
Damn. Yeah, great album. Thanks for bringing it, dude.
For sure. I hope that Zay Lewis keeps dropping more music. He's like a very multifaceted kind of individual. I know he's done like a lot of like modeling, he does music, he does a lot of social media work. I'm not sure like how consistently he plans on releasing music, but I think what he has released so far is like pretty strong. I just think he has a message to tell, and I think he does it in a pretty like creative and captivating way.
Definitely. I haven't picked an album to bring you next
Okay.
time, but it's
good.
my turn, so I'll think of something. Yeah, thank you guys for listening. Hope you enjoyed this review of American Idol by Zay Lewis. If you liked the episode, go ahead and follow us on Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok at the Off Track Podcast.
Peace.